that first map. He needs to keep that going, and we need to see more mileage from someone like Senzu, who was getting shut down all across map 1.
I'm a little worried with this pistol setup because Calyx is baiting jump spotting and he's already found a kill, but they don't know about the Julies up close on the balcony. Ugly shots. Team kill comes through. Senzu's on the board, Harry, but not how you want it. He's out of the car right now. Calyx pinched, stuck in the sight, and 910 doesn't clear his corner. Luckily, Madge is not listening. He ran all the way up right there. Somehow Mongols have slowed this down and have picked this back up. It's just XANTARES stuck in the sight and chasing him down, and it will be Mongols with the pistol. Single-handedly, it felt like, with that position. And there's still a chance to do it in the second. SMG does a lot of damage to 910. They're out ramp. Calyx saw it. Wicadia, second chance.
Oh, and this time he doesn't drop the ball. There's the opener on the MP9. Calyx's Deagle even finds another in the downtime. Match is going on a big flank all the way through B, so the rest of Eternal Fire here, even if they're just able to chip away with this scout, do a little bit of damage, keep the attention away from Match's backstab. There's still a lot in this round for Eternal Fire. Sure, they lose Calyx, but it is this flank that's looking to decide it all. 9-10!
Oh.
I mean, we saw Blitz with a huge whiff in that last one.
woxic, hero, last map. Trying to peer through window, but smoked off immediately. And again. Very aggressive for Wicadia there. He's going to get out, just about. Meanwhile, they walk dry into this A side, but woxic's already repositioned very quickly. It's double AWP on the CT side. woxic falls. 910 eats a headshot. They've hunted down XANTARES, got a lot of space with that top con smoke, and the other AWP is a long way away. Calyx plays very early. Does not wait for his team to join. And yet again, that might be the undoing of Eternal Fire in this round. Now a 2v3. Completely out of position. Oh, as that molly goes, 910 gets back out in time.
Oh,
nice shot. Senzu's back.
Well, they'll need him before all is said and done. This is more like it for the Mongols. For Eternal Fire, these CT halves are often where they find the bulk of their successes in Mirage. I mean, this was back at the Major. One of the maps they played Na'Vi on in that quarterfinal ended up being an OT affair.
Eternal Fire getting ahead of this one, though. They're already starting to rotate round. This bomb is uncommitted in fact. The gamble going wrong, very wrong for Eternal Fire, thanks to this push from Calyx.
Yeah, Calyx,
misinformation.
He didn't, keep pushing. He's just waiting here to see if anyone comes his way or if he hears anything over at ramp. And so because Mizinho's gotten so deep over towards the ramp side, they've got him walk that bomb up through connector. They lose Senzu over at short, but right now the Mongols still in a good position in spite of losing that first man. And there's the 910 AWP getting involved.
Still has a good fight.
Calyx, yeah, still going to get back here and ramping. Good timing, but they go and they check it. Mizinho, the one who comes from ramp in the first place, going to sniff him out. Madge, good damage on the 5-7 thus far. He's tagged everybody.
Careful.
He has wounded everyone on the Mongols, and this 5-7 is still doing damage. Madge, this is crazy. They should have never been in a position to win this, or even attempt it, and so finally Madge has been dealt with.
Oh my god.
Keeping it going when the rifles came out, and so now just a flat B walk here for the Mongols. Only Madge are actually in the site. Wicadia is going to lend a helping hand from short. It's another one of these TK pushes out through the apartments. Last time they were able to win it. And as Senzu battles back, he will reclaim that man advantage. 910's AWP fires off and catches Calyx crossing.
Despite these just team kills on B hits, Mongols are still doing it 4v5. That's a nice peak for 910. Well handled on this execute. Mongols slow it down and clear out Madge from behind that smoke. This is a dominant game right now for the Mongols, just clinical.
Once more, that 9-10 AWP is just so valuable.
Yeah,
right? Like,
entry.
as Eternal Fire are trying to play the speedy rotates in, he deals with them both. And then suddenly XANTARES, who's been rapping through the apartments the entire round, is like, well, I can't play. It's over. Like, it's already out of his hands.
9-10 Zorb looking for an entry.
Actually, there's been a lot of similarities between the T sides for both of their both teams on like their map picks.
Yeah, sure.
Very like exec heavy. Early on, you're trying to get them fearful about these sorts of rounds where it is just sort of call from spawn exec into a site, and then you can use that against them as the game goes on.
It's a decent kill.
Yeah, 1 for 1 over at short. Calyx still over towards B with this M4. They lose Magic dueling for the apartments, and a clean flick from Blitz. Seal the deal.
Fast out middle this time, but they want to challenge it. Caught with nades out is Blitz as woxic swings middle. It's 1 for 1. Meanwhile, Lurkers have done very well, but Mizzino double dinged. Calyx finally holding his own in an important mid-round. 4 on 3 here for Eternal Fire as Mongols come crawling up connector. Oh my,
that's ballsy from Techno, but it will work out. He's got a nice little foothold over here towards jungle. Is he ready for Calyx? Tries to flick back and deal with him, and Calyx gets out on 1 HP. That softens him up for the 9-10 pistol. But now he's got to embark on this clutch 1v3 as it begins. Tap on the bomb. Wicadia rooting around through the spawn, and Madja hoping an angle opens up to this AWP on the catwalk, but it's not going to anytime soon, and Calyx is...
What a spot.
Wicadia rather has confirmed that now. 9-10 goes looking for him. AWP trained in, but it just misses the mark. Waiting to see if Eternal Fire give them anything to open up this round.
Yeah, they're full executing aid, but it's all a bit of a farce right now. XANTARES is going to completely clear it and drop a Molotov. This is just looking so clear to Eternal Fire that it's a fake, but it's the backstab they really have to worry about. Coming up connector is an entourage of T's. And that AWP has been spotted in the palace as well. So this is attention diverted for Eternal Fire. They're going to clear it anyway.
Calyx is the one responsible for the mid component right now. And so he kind of has to get a move on. They know where he is. XANTARES is getting burnt down under the palace. Calyx still battles back. I don't know if they noticed that it was XANTARES they got down in the kill feed, and so Calyx just lays waste to the Mongols. Leaves it all on Senzu. Last man from this connector contingent of the round. With only 20 seconds left, there's no hope for him here. Eternal Fire 1 step ahead there.
XANTARES full smokes himself off, giving this mid control away yet again. Wicadia feeling like an unnecessary overcommitment from short has plunged Eternal Fire into darkness. They don't know what's going on right now. Crawling up connector yet again. woxic, too many angles, has to relegate himself to the stairs, and this flank from Calyx isn't even happening. He's just sat in palace. woxic misses that timing on the turn, and Calyx has to come back to stop this plant. They know he's here somewhere. Where's he gotten off to?
Oh, well, he's going to get out with 1. But it's an instant trade for Techno 4K. No kills is going to get offered up to this AWP that finds its way to Madja's hands, and so you might just be looking at the save here. But now the money's broken for the Mongols, and so for Eternal Fire, they might get that 4 they were looking for. That's one of the better chances woxic has had at the start of a round, and that miss, don't have that miss be the one that comes back to haunt them as the Mongols explode out through the catwalk. Madja withstands the B hit for now, and woxic joins him on this AWP. When we saw Madja bring the AWP over, he found success. Will woxic do the same? That's not a bad way to start, but lost inside of this smoke. Mizzino with a Mac 10 and 2 low HP players laid out right in front of him.
Just waiting it.
He could still make this weird yet. Madja and woxic are both a shot from death. And so will Mizzino be able to deliver that?
Saw him.
Knows about the first, but he's waiting for info on the second. The longer he stays here, the less they expect it. Right now, Eternal Fire think they've cleared out B.
Blitz is faking, and he's
They've got no clue.
Oh, he saw him. Maybe on the map.
He flicked back.
Turn?
No! woxic gets sideswiped, and now Madja just holds on at 8 HP, so Eternal Fire
heavy in middle. They'll find nothing, and really the flank timing shouldn't allow for much. Senzu is going to send it and try and get through T-spawn, but they need to thin the herd or stall the plant.
Smokes come out for Eternal Fire.
Bomb is late. Super late. It's on the nade player.
One of those smokes misses too, but Calyx does what he can to make up for it. He's gone and taken the control over stairs away.
Oh.
And battling back against 910 is a big deal, but there's the flank for Senzu, that plant, that late plant that you mentioned. Comes back to haunt them here. Eternal Fire, they were hoping they were going to be 4-on-3 with bomb planted and everyone watching it from the connector side. That path that Calyx had carved on out earlier. Instead, they've got to retake A. They've got to recommit to these fights and get that bomb planted. They've got a low HP Techno 4K trapped in the spawn, and over in at ramp, Senzu also takes one of the dome. All three players have been dinked for the Mongols. Wicadia, 3 bullets could win him the round. There's the first. Does he have any more left in the tank? Jiggle from the spawn. He knows where Techno is. He's trying to locate Blitz. Feeling like he's pieced this one together, but now Wicadia is low as well. Finished off. Trying to feign they're taking the mid control early. XANTARES goes there and lobs out some util, but Senzu's playing with confidence. He's just swung out from short and confirmed there's no one in mid for Eternal Fire. So that re-smoke down at the top of Con shouldn't do much to further the goal of faking this mid-hit for Eternal Fire, meaning the Mongols haven't overreacted. They've still got bodies over here towards A. They lose out on Blitz, but 910 is still in the picture here. In an awkward spot, he'll get boxed in. Hatcher gets rid of him, and this Techno MP9 never gets the ball rolling. It's just Senzu left. And so even though the Mongols pieced together what was happening there, wasn't fast enough to adjust to it. It wasn't fast enough to get ahead of it. Eternal Fire, the pace does them well. Little swing moment of this second map. It's a low buy for the Mongols, and they put everything into this round. If they lose this, they're broke, and so the gap starts to close very, very quickly. XANTARES, at this critical juncture, is either the man to get 2 kills on the opener, or just that one and done. And so he gets traded after the fact. If he gets both there, that tees up Eternal Fire for a reasonably easy round victory. There'd be 5-on-3 up with the Mongols over-rotating. Instead, it's even odds, and so the Mongols start probing. They start checking elsewhere. Blitz pushing in through lower is going to be hot on the heels of these players out through the apartments.
Oh, dear.
And he even starts to play ahead of time on a feeling. He hears that util getting thrown in from Now. He knows he's got a kill right here on a silver platter. In with the backstab. Blitz has done work. Forces them into Techno 4K and Mazinho in this B-site hold. Wicadia and Calyx, they've been the two keeping Eternal Fire even in this game. So let's see if they can deliver something in this 2-on-3. Wicadia seems to think so.
No kit either. The captain of the Mongols, the second highest performer, and no information as he enters the darkness of this B-bomb site. He's got to clear out Calyx, who's not looking the right way right now. Easy frag, but blocked by the bench. Calyx peeks ahead and takes that round. Eternal Fire, late middle, minute on the clock. Good block on short, knowing that these B-splits have been a problem already. Not wanting to give Eternal Fire open runway to this bomb site. Good grenade, but Mazinho comes up with a kill instead as XANTARES continues his frustrations on this second half. Jump spot gets information. May have even seen the bomb there as well. Eternal Fire don't feel like they can commit to this. They get re-blocked at 30 seconds. There's still another smoke on the A site. There may be no kit, but I don't know if this round will get that far as Eternal Fire try and make that quick short split and get into the triple B stack.
Yeah, they're trying to lend a bit of room to woxic right now to make a play, but he's just hopped off the catwalk. He's trying to sell the A fake right now. Techno gets deleted by Wicadia as he barrels out through the apartments. They've got to get past Senzu and they can't manage it. Maja, it's his time. Dropping in 10 seconds. Buzzer beater of a round, and Blitz puts a stop to it. Gets the AK alongside Wicadia, and woxic gets his AWP, but like, you need the output now from these guns because the entire game is riding on it, and XANTARES dies straight away. That all picks him out from the round. 910 on a wide swing. Wicadia also falls. That's both the AKs removed. And the hopes dying for Eternal Fire in front of your eyes to turn around Mirage. Just Maja and woxic left standing. Weapon retrieved at least. But this A site looks terrifying. The Mongols have had time to bring everyone around, and now they're even starting to hold these contingency plans and watching onto that rotate from top middle. And so once again, in one of these moments, woxic splits away from the pack, leaves Matcha to go it alone. He's going to try and look for something elsewhere on the map, and he seemed aware of that, but edging around the corner into Senzu further off the angle, that's an easy shot for him to hit. And now Matcha is all alone.
Dear.
That orb gets aligned, and 9-10. And this is why, you know, seeing all this frustration on someone like XANTARES and seeing him struggle is a hard, you know, a very bitter pill to swallow if you're Eternal Fire. This guy gets the good spots. He gets all the attention into trying to set him up, so you need him to output from that. Even in this round, the potential last round of the map, he's been given that gun, and it's gone in middle, while Wicadia is having to try and do it with the Deagle. woxic has grandfathered the AK from the body of XANTARES and looks for a little bit more, but sniped out from Techno. 2 on 3. The Mongols a man down. Calyx dotting that AWP, gets rid of Techno over on the shore side at Senzu. Gifted 1 kill, sure, but he's very far removed from the round.
Unless they face him in CT and give him a reason to go for this,
Wait,
he
they are out.
shouldn't. Major is in the open, but flicks back in the last second.
Oh, that's
Spicy.
oh, and a missed window smoke as well. That's really not ideal. They don't have a lot of util in this round anyway, so the idea that you've lobbed one in and you've missed it.
They're very split as well, which let these Deagles take 1v1s, so if 9-10 can position well, he could shave a couple off the top, Harry.
Madge's also out of the round, so has to take the reins while not actually being present. Hopes that everyone else is able to kind of piece together what he wants them to do.
Oh dear, this could go very wrong.
The Mongols are stacked
I don't
over
know why I'm
towards
so
A.
worried. I've just got a bad feeling, Harry. I've got a bad vibe for this round at the moment. 2 Deagles on A.
And Eternal Fire are walking into the stack.
Ooh.
They either overcome this challenge and then have to face far greater ones, or they fall down in the worst way up against this eco round from the Mongols. Calyx and woxic are doing whatever they can, but it's got to be woxic and XANTARES now to deliver in this 2-on-2. Mezzinho with a crazy flick down, and woxic gets finished off. The Pistols do it for